armbar again. So the reason why we're doing so many details on the armbar is because we want to avoid this. You know, in a match, white belt, blue belt level, 5-6 minutes. When he gets to this type of position here, okay, and he's super strong, he's going to hold on for grim death there. The process of a match, we don't want to be caught here. We're going to look at a real basic way of trying to get out of this. So again, I'll always hit the armbar. A lot of people when they do the step over armbar always want to get this leg over, okay? Because I'm putting pressure, leg pressure on Carl's head, and I'm also putting leg pressure on his body, so it's kind of hard for him to get to his knees, spin out and do hitchhiker escape. But if he hasn't got his hands gripped, this type of movement is really good. Okay, the detail is, guys, when I step over. So pressure, get this, roll him, grab, pull, here, pressure. I want to cut an angle, okay? Because if I stay perpendicular like this, and I'm here, just turn around, like this, okay? Look how far, when I get Carl's arm, I nearly have to put my back on the mat. In fact, I do to get the top. Now watch, I cut an angle, it's here, okay? So I'm here, now watch, okay? Same thing, gotta get my foot under, okay? Plus he's super flexible, but it's a lot tighter, so when I'm here, I'm gonna get it a lot sooner, rather than having to go all the way back. So I'm gonna put a lot more pressure on his shoulder, either if I cut an angle to here, or I cut an angle here. And also, rather than keeping my foot in his lat, I want to get it right under here. So if Carl tries to get to his knees, roll your knees, Carl, not go that roll. Yeah, see the way, go back. If my foot's in his lat and Carl does his hitchhiker escape and turns his thumb down and rolls, he's out, go back. I've cut an angle, but I get my foot under his shoulder. So when he goes to roll, I go with him, okay? See the space? When his shoulder comes up, my foot just raises up with it. And then I can still take the arm on. So we want to think about cutting that angle when we step over. But anyway, let's look at, I end up here, I've messed up. We talked about not letting go of this until my butt hits him up, but let's just say I push down, do something stupid, and he grips his hands, and then I'm here. Okay, so immediately, now I want to bring my leg across. And again, you see a lot of things, people start kicking off here, sliding this through, looking for triangles and stuff, which is fine, okay? But either of them gives him a chance to escape because I'm taking pressure off his body or pressure off his head. The other detail is I want to make sure the leg that's over his head is underneath the other leg. Because if it's on top, he can use this hand to push my leg off and come into me. Okay? So I want to make sure that the leg that's over his face goes underneath and I squeeze. And I try to push it off, it's going to be harder. Okay, so I keep this hand, okay? I keep this hand here. Let's get a Greco grip. This is probably one of the harder grips to break. I mean, there's all sorts of grips you can grip like this, but I mean, rock climbers climb mountains like this. So this must be a very strong grip. Okay, so I'm here. Okay, I'm going to swim my other hand underneath. Conceptually, we want to think about this is tug of war. Okay, if Carl's fists are on his side of the body, he's winning. If I can get his fists on my side of the body, I'm winning. Ideally, I want his fists past the plane of his right shoulder. Once I get them to here, he's mine. Okay, so all I want to do is get this arm over here. So when I get this and I feed this in and I grab, I'm talking on the telephone to here, I let go and I grab this. Okay, and all I want to do is get this elbow towards me, which brings his hands past the plane of his shoulder. And all I do is put my back on the mat. Back. When I strip it, this hand comes to here, and I have again, one more time. So my hand was already in here. This is the one that's going for that armor. I just put it here. Feed this at the wrist, grab the back of my neck, make a telephone call. Okay. Now I grab this, and this is the detail, guys. Look, see this elbow? By pulling his elbow this way, this brings Carl's hands. Remember we talked about in jiu-jitsu, everything's to the sternum, submissions. Okay. Once I get his hands away from the sternum and past the plane of his shoulder, really extending them out, it's like carrying a heavy weight. You're going to carry it close to your body. Carry it out here, you're weaker. Once I get his grip out to here, strip it, it's fine. Okay. So again, grip. Here, I've got his elbow, here my sternum, here. Okay. So we swim this in, and goes the back of the neck. Okay. Grab this, and then I pull this towards me. Okay. And when I break it, I hug it, and then I back the shoes off. Okay, so here. Here, our arm gets grips. So again, I want this crossed under. It's already ended up here. Okay. So I'm going to swim this underneath, grab, okay, here, pull this across. When I get it, pull as tight as you can, arm, just to the back. From here, pull it back. Now I help. Really tight as you can. Okay. So from here. Swim in, get this. This is the detail. I gotta grab this. Pull it all the way across. Okay, let's drill 5 on 5 off.